Hey guys, Paul Derby, Derby and Associates with Remax Real Estate right here in the Lansing, East Lansing area. And I want to reach out to you and I'm going to give you guys 7 tips as a home buyer, what you need to do in order to be ready to go home shopping. All right, 7 tips. Here we go. Tip number 1. The first thing that you want to do is you need to know, where do you want to live? Do you want to live in the country? Do you want to live in the city? Is there a specific school system or district that you're looking for? Are you looking for a certain area, a certain demographic? Are you looking to be close to a place of employment? Are you trying to keep your travel time from point A to point B within a certain period or a certain amount of time? And those are all key factors that's going to help you make decisions when it comes to selecting the right home for you and your family. So tip number 1, know where you want to live. Tip number 2, and this is probably one of the most important things right now, with the way things are going, you want to have a professional real estate agent working with you. If you don't have any experience in buying a home, or you've only bought 1 or 2 homes during your lifetime, then definitely you want to find a real estate agent that you can, 1, trust and believe in, and also a real estate agent that's going to have the ability to provide you top quality service. Now understand, when it comes to a real estate agent, there's going to be real estate agents that are or have been in the business for 10, 15, 20, 30 years, such as myself. There's also going to be real estate agents that's only been in the business for 6 months to 12 months. I think both agents are excellent agents for from a different perspective. There's pros and cons to each one. So don't be fooled, or don't be hesitant if you run into an agent that's only been in the business for a few months or a year. But at the same token, that veteran, that experienced agent that's been in the business for 10, 15, 20 plus years, they also too bring a world of knowledge and experience to the table when it comes to negotiating. So make sure you find an agent, a company, a broker that you are going to be comfortable working with. I would love an opportunity to be interviewed for that position, of course, but whether it's myself or another agent with Remax or a team member here at Derby and Associates, find yourself an agent that you're comfortable working with. Tip number 3, the pre-approval. Most people are not paying cash for a house today. Once in a while it does happen, but most people need to get a mortgage, and as so, they need to have a pre-approval from a lending institute. In today's times, that is even more so or more critical than ever before, because homes are selling so fast. And now that we have run into a situation with the COVID-19, sellers are starting to require buyers to present a pre-approval letter from their lender, from the bank that they got pre-approved from, before even stepping foot into a home to view, to purchase. The other thing that you want to keep in mind, because the homes are selling so fast, if you go out and look at a home today and fall in love with it and choose to write an offer, you still have to get pre-approved. By the time that you submit all your documentation and get that pre-approval, the chances are somebody else is going to come along and swoop up that home that you guys fell in love with because you didn't have a pre-approval letter put in place prior to shopping. That is key. Go talk to your local bank. Talk to a lender. If you need help with finding a lender or a mortgage broker, we have preferred people that we work with. We would be delighted to send a referral to you of somebody that we work with. And that's another key point too, hand in hand with this. If you are going to get a pre-approval, try to find a lender that's working closely with your real estate agent. And the reason being is communication. There's nothing worse than a deal going south because your lender or your agent weren't able to communicate together or with you and not keep everybody up to speed as to where the deal stands. So make sure you get pre-approved. Step number 4, flexibility. Ideally, it'd be nice to sit here and call up a real estate agent and say, listen, I want to look at homes on Thursday evening at 4:30, 5:30, and 6:30, and I want to write an offer by 7:30. That would be ideal. Unfortunately, it doesn't typically work that way. You're going to have some flexibility in your schedule, including during the day, evenings, and weekends in order to go look at homes. Especially right now, today's May 7th, Thursday. We have just, as real estate agents, we have just come back into the workforce after the governor's stay-at-home order. Today is officially the day that we can go back to work. And if you can only imagine what it's like out there right now, homes are having showings set up back to back because all these buyers for the last several 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks have been backlogged, and now the green light is on and everybody's out there shopping, looking for homes. So you have to have some flexibility because you may not get that time that you want to look at a home because it's already taken by another agent or by another buyer, or perhaps the seller is busy during those times and the house just can't be made available to show to you at that specific time. So make sure when you're shopping for homes that you have flexibility in your schedule, and it will make things a whole lot easier. Tip number 5. This is so big right now. We get buyers coming to us, especially first-time buyers, and they're like, we want to write, let's just say we're looking at a $180,000 home. They inform us that they want to write $150,000 and they want to see what kind of deal they can get. Hey, I'm all for getting deals. I'll write up offers until the cows come home, but what you need to understand is every time that you write up an offer, you are essentially taking away an opportunity to win your home of choice. And what I mean by that is if you're lowballing offers right now and somebody comes in right behind you with a higher offer, more than likely your offer is going to be thrown off to the side and that seller is going to accept a higher priced offer. So in today's market, there's really not a whole lot of room to negotiate for big savings. Sure, you can negotiate. You might be able to save a few $1,000s, or you might be able to have a small repair paid for by the seller. But don't get so caught up in the negotiations to the point that you bid yourself right out of a house because you weren't willing to write a good offer. Here would be my recommendation. If you find a house that you start falling in love with, simply ask this one question. On a 1 to 10 scale, where do you fall on that scale of you would do anything to get that house? 1 being, you really don't care at all. 10 being, I would do anything to get that house. That is my dream home. If you are on a 7.5 or higher, then write a full price offer. Don't mess around and try to negotiate and try to save $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Because in the big picture, what is $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in the big picture? It's pennies. It's dollars. All right? Don't lose the house of your dream because you're trying to save a couple $1,000s. Write good offers, listen to your agent, and take good advice and adhere to that advice and put good offers on paper. All right. Tip number 6, safety. Right now, COVID-19 is a huge, huge issue for everybody across the world. And for us as real estate agents, it's also a safety issue for us because now we are out in the field, as many others are, working with people on a one-to-one basis. So what you need to be prepared for safety: one, definitely have a face mask. Two, maybe have latex gloves. Three, if you don't have latex gloves, at bare minimum, have hand sanitizer with you on these showings so that you can sanitize your hands as you go into the property. And the other thing you want to do is when you're in the property, don't touch anything. Let the agent make arrangements to have all the lights on, the doors open. Go in, walk around, view the home, ask all the questions that you want, and hopefully you fall in love with a home and you can write a good offer, and at the same time, the whole time, you are being safe, not only for you, but for your family. There will be some guidelines set forth. Some sellers may require certain situations to be adhered to in order to walk through their home. Be respectful and keep in mind that they too are looking to keep their family safe. So together, let's all practice take safety precautions so that way everybody can go home and be safe at the end of the day. Tip number 7, and this is probably a huge one in my opinion. It's very simple. Have fun. Buying a home is a great experience. In fact, it's probably one of your largest experience that you're going to be doing throughout the course of your life. It's got to be at least the top 5, might even be in the top 3. Buying a home is a big deal. Don't get so caught up into the dramatics of buying a home that you're not able to smile. You're not able to enjoy that experience, to be able to take it in. All right, have fun. Ask your real estate agent a ton of questions. Ask your lender a ton of questions. Get as educated as you possibly can before the process starts. That will allow you to enjoy the process and be able to smile through the process and ultimately get excited about buying a home. That was my 7 quick tips for a brand new home buyer or somebody looking to buy a home. And to simply recap on these real quick: 1, know where you want to live. 2, work with a professional real estate agent. 3, get pre-approved from a lender. 4, make sure you have flexibility in your schedule to look at homes. 5, put good offers on paper. Write good offers. 6, follow the safety guidelines set forth to protect you, your agent, and the seller. And number 7, have fun. All right, guys, that's my 7 tips for today. If you have any questions at all, reach out to Paul Derby at Derby & Associates, RE/MAX Real Estate. We are here to help you, and we look forward to meeting with you down the road in the very near future. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.